I do want to state, as you can see, Spectrum here, as you said, you're going to contact them and report them for the 32 stolen phones or 30 stolen phones at the time. They stole 7 more phones, copyrighted it, sold the Mark Shallot series, but involved with helping in the murder of a Secret Service agent. Right now they're committing financial fraud by Bitcoin fraud. We're going to show you the phones they used to commit the crimes. Right now, we're going to go ahead and give you all the evidence on them right now. So you have every phone. Here's one. And they copyrighted all these phones. They copyrighted Social Security. They frauded all your calls. They erased the Pentagon calls. They erased all the 911 calls off the phone. And they even, on my Instagram account that you have, they even hanged up on Homeland Security with my phone stolen to their vehicle, then pull up and hang up on me and Homeland Security while Homeland Security is taking a terrorist report. And they're involved with 50,000 plus child exploitations in my bathroom, but showing naked and obscene obscenities to children. But me naked in my home to children under the age 18. I do want that suspect, Spectrum. I do want him charged for a hate crime today. And financial fraud. And I'll be putting this on YouTube. This will go on my Social Security report, as they're involved with frauding all 36 phones and copyrighting all the Social Security websites and the OMB's license numbers of Social Security. Spectrum's involved with and connected to the same Nazi Falcon logo as the LAPD officers out here. One of the phones. As you can tell, all the phones that they helped illegally sell me, and why the LAPD officers are right here committing the crimes continuously. It's explosive. It is, and it's connected to Spectrum and their Nazi party. And that's why they're here covering up the crimes they committed today. But I was on live with the presidential talk. Yeah, basically they say they need to kill the virus, kill me because they committed a death penalty crime. So they gotta kill the Jew because he's Jewish, but let the world watch a Jew be tortured. But them hacking, I want to state Spectrum hacking the Geneva Convention, when the Geneva Convention finds out they could get the death penalty for that alone. The DWP phone, the G code that proves the financial fraud. This is the home phone that proves Spectrum committing all the crimes and frauding calls from the home phone as well. The thermo patch. Go ahead and get that too. Another home phone. ATT involved. Another phone. Another phone. Oh, I want to say, that's the patch that proves Tesla stealing my DNA. And that's actually a motherboard with, guess what? I know, thank God I found it. And it comes with a paper thing too, like a paper receipt. I have that too. Yep. And this proves they built their vehicles on my DNA. This chip right here. I know. That means they messed up big time. I know. So they're going to be returning my vehicle since it's from my medical. Yep. They're going to be returning all of them. And locking my records. And it actually smells like earwax and earwax buildup. And I want to state Tesla's one of those suspects committing those Bitcoin frauds as well. I do want to state that for the record. Oh, and calling me a motley fool. And it's under Market Watch or Marketplace. Yeah. And here's another phone that they copyrighted. Illegal Bitcoin phone. But as you can see, the proof of bomb plots and federal buildings on there. Illegal phones, especially the black ones, like that one. Feels like a lot of my phones disappeared for some reason. I barely went out the house and it feels like 10, 20 phones disappeared so quick. Isn't that weird? I just barely went out for a minute, man. Oh, they committed 1,200 burglaries. Don't forget. Don't worry. You'll see whoever the burglars that did take my phones. You'll see them on video because the video is 24/7 here all the time. Here's another one. They learned that from me, the all hands on deck approach. I always say that to them. That's why. The illegal phone, you can see the screen of T-Mobile selling me $350 remote. But to steal my information, torture me, electrocute me at the store, but change the original phone in the store that they were going to sell me to a bad one. Here goes, no, this one's proof this is a used phone. But you can see the writing on it and Tesla's logo all over it. But how they're committing the Bitcoin fraud. Oh yeah, they're in a lot of trouble, all right. This is the remote from the LG TV Spectrum out there, copyrighted as well. Get that. Get all that. Another phone. I got so many phones, it's ridiculous. Man, it seems like a lot of them disappeared. Well, I just went out for a minute. Maybe they did that as a bait to steal my phones. Well, they steal everything from my house all the time. Every day. There's a burglary. Every day. This is one of the first phones. And where they stole the Surian phone and replaced it with this one. Even put a fake Surian sticker. But it was a remote control, not a real phone. And they frauded the Surian call. The insurance, yeah. And gave me a legal Bitcoin phone. So, you know, yeah, UPS. Stole it. FedEx stole the other one with Wells Fargo, admitting and recrediting the account for $83, which is the proof of them stealing the phone. And Spectrum saying that's not the phone we sent you. It didn't come with the SIM card. And FedEx, one of the suspects involved with the multi-trillion-dollar Bitcoin fraud operation, and who frauded 10 calls with UPS, both outside my house, frauded 10 911 calls yesterday, hanged up on all 10 calls. This is from the modem, but as you can see, the Mickey face. I want to state, I did call the Homeland Security Civil Rights Association. I did tell them about the retaliation. I believe they frauded that call too. Because they should have helped me already by law. And they didn't. There's another phone. Get those numbers. Here's another phone. Get whatever serial numbers you can off of it. Here's another phone. Now, hopefully I could go back to doing my Social Security report without no interference by your officers. They were retaliated 5 times today. There were some more phones. Get these ones. And this is all Spectrum copyrighted, all of them. All the phones are on my MARK period SHA LLIT period 902 at Instagram.com. You do already have that, so. I'm happy that I found this to prove Tesla guilty as a mother lover. You already have all the other phones. Oh, bonus. Guess what we got? Well, we got all the phones and all the phone boxes too to prove it. So we're going to go ahead and give you all those too that they copyrighted because we got all the phone boxes. All of them. Yeah, I forgot about that. Go ahead and give you all that now. So go ahead and get this one first. And this is Spectrum, the suspects outside. And they still stole 7 more, copyrighted them all. And committed financial fraud in the trillions of dollars. So I do want to press charges on them. Sergeant Chavez, and I want this added to the detectives to arrest him. Let's go ahead and get that suspect's license plate numbers before he flees the city. Now I wonder where my folder with all those phones went. It was up here. And I remember putting it up here somewhere, but maybe it's in the other side. I don't know. Well, they still shit. That mean 1,200 burglaries, Ms. Chavez, and no detective got assigned yet? I mean, really? Come on now. That's not right. So what, we just let them rob me out of everything, and then I have nothing in the end? And then they set me up on the crime they committed the whole time? Right? But tortured me for being Jewish, and they poisoned me twice today already? That's not fair. That's not right, and it's not fair. But sold my information, made trillions of dollars, stole all my information for 30 years, but to torture me the whole 30 years? Come on now. This is not right. And Jews shouldn't be tortured like this, and the LAPD should not show the world that it's okay to torture the Jews by Nazi dictatorship. This is not right. This is not fair to Jews. This should not be shown to Jews in their public eyes when they pay you guys donations. I'm very upset today. Very, very upset with you guys. Because you guys continue not to help me. Because I'm a Jew at the end of the day. I'm just a Jew. A dirty Jew. Well, okay. And this is how the information. And as you can see. The rest of the phones, I got all the phone copies of all the phones. You already know it's on that very website I gave you, and I sent you all of them already. Anyway, I sent you over 50,000 emails and pictures and videos to your cell phone number. So, and your OCOP middle desk scheduling at lapd.online. Let's go ahead and get the suspect's serial numbers on his vehicle and book them in. No. Why? No, I need the wire in my room. Don't. Okay, come in. $2,400 to a married. All right, we're going to go ahead and book Inspector right now for a federal offense and a hate crime. And not only a torture involvement, but there goes FedEx. And I want to state, Chavez, and don't forget to book in FedEx. And you see the Spectrum vehicle all the way down there at the end too? Well, they're covering up them putting me live with the Washington presidential speech. And that's what they're erasing right now from the phone. But proving everybody knows about it, but violating Geneva Convention Code of Crimes Against Humanity and torture to American citizen for protecting his country, but while proving Washington, D.C. involved with the murder of a United States Secret Service agent, but involved with the bomb plot to their own White House. And them saying they'd rather get rid of the virus, but the funny thing is, on December 30th, 2017, the very scope said to save the host, destroy the virus. And they said your Secret Service won't stop us. We're above the Secret Service, but murdered a Secret Service agent and impersonated one after. So there it is there. And that's where you see Spectrum covering up the crimes. And there goes the license plate. I do want him arrested and press charges on him. And I will be suing him for sure and making sure he dies in prison because he did commit a death penalty crime. So he will die in prison no matter what happens anyway. Because they were involved with entrapment and kidnappings of me and torture of me. But copywriting 36 phones and even selling White House websites. The other Spectrum vehicle you can get from the Spectrum company. And don't forget the suspect who poisons me but hides the crime as the last plate number was Z1. How they're all A1, Z1, N1, N2. And that's how they connect to the ABS of the devices. But remember I told you gas company, DWP, and termite pesticide are the ones who erased evidence. And that's why you saw the gas company. Now I want to state the continued breaking in my room. Excuse me. I'm talking on the phone. Excuse me. I'm on the phone. Excuse me. Okay. Now I want to state, what she's doing right now. Excuse me. I said, what she's doing right now is what she does every time major evidence is put out. Not only she starts cleaning, but make sure, you probably seen plenty of the videos. She hits the broom up against the door, but it signals as they communicate through microphones. And that's whenever they're on the sex chat lines, they always say, oh, today we're communicating through microphones and this and that. But as you can tell, it's a Sunday. You ever seen this much traffic on a Sunday? You ever seen this much movement on a Sunday in your lifetime? Never, look. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen this much money? Never, right? Only when they're involved with death penalty crimes. That's all. That's only when they do that. And don't forget Ronnie Gluska, the guy that sleeps there. He also lets suspects go in his room while he's not home, but continue to disconnect. I want to state he uses Ron's jewel stick or Ron's stick. It's you know that Xbox stick, or that's it. He uses it. It's called Ron's stick, and he connects to my phone with that Ron stick. And Jules uses her stick to connect to mine. Something Jules, and that's how they do it. Those sticks, those fire sticks. They're called fire sticks. They're internet sticks, but to connect through Wi-Fi, and that's what they use.